Yeah. Liar. Yeah. Take you higher.
Hi guys, good afternoon, good evening. Hope everyone's had a good week. So this week, technique of the week is going to be a move that Mayweather does. Floyd Mayweather, obviously, does, which I've called the fulcrum turn, and I've called it the fulcrum turn because it uses a really clever piece of movement that unsettles his opponent's balance, giving him an opportunity to both escape the ropes and counter. Because obviously, for you to throw any decent punches when you're boxing, you have to be on balance. And by disrupting your opponent's balance and by using part of your body as a fulcrum, you are able to give yourself an opportunity to counter, which is where all the cleverness comes into this little movement. That is a very familiar Mayweather movement, but how it works is really clever. So I'm going to break that down for you now. This is a technique of the week, number 2, which is going to be a little escape off the ropes that Mayweather uses. Really like it because it's good. It's a good move, and it's very clever how it disrupts his opponent's balance, and the disruption of his opponent's balance is what creates the opportunity for the counter and the opportunity to escape off the ropes. So it's a clever little move that Mayweather does. It's very common. Watch Mayweather's forearm and his lead shoulder, and then watch his opponent's balance. So the reason why Mayweather uses this escape off the ropes is because basically it's the safest way off the ropes. So if Dan is on the ropes here and I'm in front of him and I'm throwing shots, if he goes that way, it's very easy for me to follow him, yeah? Because my punching arc, which is my arc that I can punch him in, is slightly off to the right, yeah? If he can somehow get out this way, just get out that way any way you can, just a random way, yeah? Once he gets here, I can no longer engage him. I have to turn before I can engage him. So when you box, you almost box diagonally. You don't box straight in front of you, you box to the right a little bit if you're an orthodox fighter, and if you're a southpaw, you box to the left a little bit. Right, so what Mayweather does, which is really clever, is he uses something that we're going to call the fulcrum turn. And what a fulcrum is on a seesaw, the middle part of the seesaw, the little triangle bit in the middle is called the fulcrum. And what Mayweather does very cleverly is he uses his opponent to pivot out of the corner. So, let me show you. So basically what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to throw a double jab. He's going to half and full slip. So half, full. Right, so from here now. Right, so now this is where Mayweather gets clever. So what he does is he brings his shoulder and he connects with his opponent by their lat or by the back of their, just behind their arm. You can't do it in the front bit because if he barges me from here, I'm just going to fall back. Yeah? So what he does is so when he goes to here, he's on the outside and he turns from there, barge, which then causes his opponent often to take this extra step here. Yeah? Okay, so let's go again. So do the half and full, yeah? There we go. Right. So this is what you'll see Mayweather often do. Yeah, he'll get off the ropes and he'll use the spin to unsettle his opponent. The reason why it's important the turn is because in slow motion he slips and then turns me. Okay, boom. I take a step. Now Dan is ready to punch. Dan can punch from here, right? When I'm here, I can't do anything because I've just been knocked off balance. So the first thing I need to do is get my balance back, and then I need to turn towards him. Yeah. So what that does is that gives him a window of counter punching opportunity. Yeah. So that's why Mayweather uses it. And often you'll see him. So he'll knock his opponent off balance. Boom, boom. He knocks and turns. And then you'll see him throw a couple of shots or get his balance back and throw the jab. So that is the technique of the week. It's called the fulcrum turn, which I made up just then, using a word that I learned today.
Off a seesaw.
And then Stephen's just swearing at us as well. Thank you.